guys, it's Jeff. Been a while since we've uploaded to our Jitsu Motors channel, so here we are today. Little update for you. We've got an inventory that we wanted to share. Bit of a special car, so we thought we'd take it out for a spin and show it to you. And here it is. Yes, indeed, it's the ultimate JDM legend, 1999 Nissan Skyline GTR V-spec. So there are many inventory and sales that happen in our company that we don't really show to the public face, but this is one obviously that we thought was worthy of spending a little time on to show you guys. So yeah, we just want to shoot a bit of a walk around. So yeah, we just want to show you guys a little bit of what the car looks like and talk maybe just a little bit about it. So you can probably tell looking at this car, it's essentially all OEM, unmodified. It does have a couple of very minor Nismo upgrades, and kudos to you if you can spot them. They're not that easy to find. But yeah, it's basically just a bone stock GTR V-spec. Now this particular car has done quite a few kilometers. I guess coming from an American perspective, it's not really that many. It's about 120,000 miles. But by Japanese standards, I mean, it's a car that the previous owner drove clearly very regularly. And the thing that's cool about this car, though, is that it is a one-owner car and it has loads of service records. I'm not sure how many. It must be maybe 15, 20 different dealer service records. So obviously a car that the owner cared a lot about, wanted to drive it a lot, really loved it, driving it. You can kind of get the picture of the person maybe who owned it, and kept it really well maintained. So that's good news for whoever is going to ultimately buy it. And like I said, it is a 1999, so it's just about US legal now. In fact, it is in April 99, so we're filming this now just at the end of January. So it's really just you know, basically a couple of months away from being US legal. Let's have a look inside the car. As I said, very stock inside. I'm not sure if that's actually an aftermarket stereo or if it's one of the dealer aftermarket looking options, which you often had in Japan for all sorts of different cars. Sometimes people think, oh, it's an aftermarket head unit. Well, many times actually they were from the dealer. They were dealer installed. So it's certainly period correct, whatever it is. But besides that, everything else is just stock. And you will notice the MFD, the multifunction display, is in great condition. And as it is a V-spec, it's displaying all of the different readings there with the exhaust temperature and intake temps, which the base GTR does not show you. Overall in really good condition. You can see the seats. Of course they show some wear over time from being sat in, but honestly better than cars that I've seen with half the mileage. So again, I think the owner was just very gentle with the car. Let's take a look at the driver's side here. Yeah, again, you can see there is some wear and tear here with the seats, a little bit worn right there, which is, again, what you'd expect for a car with pretty aggressive bolsters, but really much better than most of the cars that you will see with, like I said, maybe half the mileage even. Yep, some wear and tear on the steering wheel, a couple of nicks here and there, but again, overall, you look at it and it's really in nice condition. So if somebody wanted to really restore this car completely in their ownership, I think it's a great example to do that. Great bones. Obviously this car is, you know, rust free. We're not interested in any of the rusty GTRs, of which there are plenty to find. In fact, the shift knob we replaced because it was quite worn out from use. So that is a brand new from Nismo Omori factory shift knob that we put on there. So nice to have something brand new and clean that feels good to the touch rather than something that's really worn down. Anyway, overall, just very clean car on the inside. Not perfect, but really good. Okay, so let's have a look under the hood. And again, of course, the car is very old. It has its little blemishes and nicks and scratches and whatever, issues with the paint or wear and tear or things that are a bit, you know, faded, like some of this kind of foam stuff has come off of the intake here, but this is all very normal wear and tear stuff for R34 GTRs, for anybody that's familiar with the cars. Again, I've said this a lot, but I look at a lot of these cars and I've seen many of them over the years, and I've seen so many with less kilometers than this one that look much worse than this one. I think it just shows you the kind of life that this car has had and the kind of owner that it had. So it's a really nice car. Obviously, you're always concerned about rust on the strut towers when it comes to these cars in particular. And as you can see, very clean, these ones. No rust issues at all. Now on the underbody, you will find oxidation, of course. It's definitely surface rust for sure, but nothing worrying, nothing like any of the corrosion that you might see on you know, cars that are less well kept than this one, or maybe ones that come from snowier regions, that sort of thing. All right, guys, let's take the car for a little drive. Now, many people know this, but one thing that I think is funny about these cars is they were, you know, the rated horsepower was during the famous gentleman's agreement time, and so sometimes people are surprised, like, man, this thing only has like 280 horsepower or something, but yeah, they were indeed underrated, and I can tell you, they definitely make more power than that. And it's actually a surprisingly quick car for a car that isn't light. It gets moving pretty well. And this one drives flawlessly. It's perfect, it's beautiful, the shifter feels tight, steering feels like a nice kind of heavy. Maybe we can get on it a little bit here. Let's give it a pull. All right, guys, well, that's about all we wanted to show you. Just a quick overview of the car. And if you are interested in buying it or inquiring about it, you're welcome to do that. We should have the link in the description to our inventory page where you'll find more photos and information on the car. So yeah, get in touch with us, and man, whoever you are, future buyer, I'm very jealous of your car. This thing's good. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. This thing, it absolutely rips. It's so quick. I gotta get me one of these eventually.